Are you dealing with persistent ear pain? Maybe you've already seen an ENT specialist, only to be told that everything looks normal. It's a common and frustrating situation for many people. If your ears are healthy, but the pain continues, it might not be an ear problem at all. It could actually be related to your jaw, specifically a condition known as TMJ. In this video, we'll explain the connection between TMJ and ear pain. The key to finding relief might not be in your ear, but in your jaw. Let's start by understanding why. Why exactly do jaw problems affect your ears? Even though the jaw joint and the ear serve completely different functions and look nothing alike, they are actually located right next to each other. Because of this, it's often hard to realize that TMJ issues are closely linked to ear discomfort. I'm going to explain the root causes of how jaw problems can lead to ear pain or a sense of fullness. What I'm about to share is a crucial perspective for anyone struggling with persistent ear issues. The jaw joint, the ears, and the muscles around them all develop from the same embryonic tissue called branchial arches. This common root, which is similar to a fish's gills, is what eventually forms the jawbone, the structures that transmit sound, and the canals that control your balance. In other words, if you trace them back to their origins, the jaw and the ears are basically like siblings. Because they share these same roots, there's a clear medical reason why any tension or misalignment in the jaw can easily spread to the ears through the shared nerves and tissues. The tiny bones in your ear that carry sound to your brain actually evolved from your jawbone. Not only that, but the muscles you use to chew and make facial expressions come from the same developmental building blocks as your ear tissues. This shows just how closely the jaw and the ear are linked. That's why when TMJ causes your jaw muscles to get tense or out of balance, it can directly affect your ears. Since they're so close together anatomically, it's very common to feel ear pain or a clogged sensation when your jaw is acting up. Sometimes, ear pain is actually caused by changes in your jaw joint. When you have a TMJ disorder, the small disc that acts as a cushion can slip out of place. This means that every time you open or close your mouth, your jawbone presses directly against the joint, causing it to wear down or change shape. This pressure leads to intense pain, and since your jaw joint is right next to your ear, your brain can mistake it for an earache. If your ear hurts even when you aren't moving your mouth, it could be a sign that the joint is becoming more damaged. Let's take a look at the specific characteristics of ear pain caused by TMJ. First, there's pain deep inside the ear. When the muscles and ligaments around your jaw become strained or inflamed, it can feel like the pain is coming from deep within your ear. You'll typically notice a sharp or throbbing ache when you open your mouth wide, like when you're eating or taking a big yawn. This happens because the tension in the muscles that move your jaw spreads to the nearby tissues in your ear. Next, let's talk about tinnitus. While some people might mistake the clicking or popping sounds from TMJ for tinnitus, you might also hear a high-pitched metallic ringing or a rushing sound like waves. This happens because a misaligned jaw can interfere with the flow of lymph fluid, or, in more severe cases, put pressure on the nerves connected to your hearing. If an ENT doctor has told you that your ears are perfectly fine, there's a good chance that your tinnitus is actually being caused by a jaw misalignment. Have you ever felt like your ears are clogged or muffled, even though an ear doctor told you everything looks fine? This might be because swelling or misalignment around your jaw joint is physically pressing against your ear canal, making the passage narrower. If you notice your ears feeling stuffed up along with jaw discomfort, it's possible that TMJ issues are physically affecting your ear canal. Sometimes you can have trouble hearing, even if there's nothing wrong with your ears. This happens when swelling or misalignment in your jaw joint interferes with the nerves in your inner ear, preventing sound signals from reaching your brain properly. If an ENT specialist can't find any issues, the hidden cause might be TMJ disorder. Before you give up, it's worth getting your jaw checked out. That lightheaded, floating sensation can actually be a symptom of TMJ. It happens because the temporal bone, which is part of your jaw joint, can get slightly misaligned. This affects the semicircular canals in your inner ear that control your balance. These canals are incredibly delicate and rely on fluid to keep you steady, so even a tiny shift can lead to dizziness. If you're struggling with unexplained dizziness, you might want to check if your jaw alignment is the cause. Let's look at some signs that your TMJ might be getting worse. First, if you feel pain in your ear when you open or close your mouth, it could mean your jaw joint is reaching its breaking point. Next, pay attention if you get a sharp pain in your ear on the side you're chewing on during a meal. It's also a red flag if your ears hurt after clenching your teeth from stress or grinding them in your sleep. If these actions trigger ear pain, there's a very high chance it's not an ear infection or illness, but actually caused by the strain on your jaw. Ear pain isn't actually an early sign of TMJ. It usually shows up after your jaw has been under constant pressure for a long time. If your ears keep hurting but there's nothing wrong with them, it might be your jaw crying out for help. If you ignore it, you could end up with joint damage or even serious nerve issues. Don't wait until it's too late. Make sure to see a TMJ specialist for a proper evaluation. First, try to be mindful of habits that strain your jaw, like grinding your teeth or resting your chin on your hand, and work on reducing them. But to really get to the root of persistent ear pain, you'll need professional care. At Shinjuku Dental Office, we've helped many patients struggling with ear issues caused by TMJ. You don't have to deal with this alone. Please feel free to reach out and schedule an initial consultation. Let's work together to find the right solution for you. We look forward to seeing you.